Hello and welcome back to the Sovereign Sisters podcast. I'm the Sovereigness.
And it's Infinite C.
And today we are starting off our new format. We have 3 different topics in 3 different podcasts. First, starting with body positivity. And if you want to check out the energy for the rest of the day, make sure you check out the other 2 topics from today's session. So,
Yes.
we're jumping into body positivity. It seems like it's the perfect time to have this conversation. Honestly, we probably could have had this conversation at like the top of the season, but I mean, I feel like there's always a good time to talk about being positive towards the vessel that houses the soul.
Yes, it's never too late.
It's never too late, but it is nice to have the conversation when more body is being exposed or people are a little more, is it self-conscious or subconscious? Self-conscious about showing their body to the world. More not so much showing their body as much as it's just like, I want to be comfortable. It's about to be hot today. I don't want to wear a jacket. I don't want to wear, long sleeves or pants or a long skirt. It's hot.
It's too hot for that shit.
Too hot.
It's too hot. Take it off. Take it off.
Unfortunately, we live in a world where, I think I was saying this to you too the other day, sis, like we live in a world where symmetry is like a thing and our eyes are drawn to like symmetrical things, or it's like aesthetically pleasing based on what we've seen and sort of encompassed to be the norm or beautiful or whatever. And so sometimes, sometimes if our bodies are not an hourglass, or if things aren't where they're quote unquote supposed to be based off of like a model's picture or what we see on social media or TV, there's now, I can say this though, like I feel like we've been trying to do a good job of showing representation of all body types. So that's nice. Like if you think about what is her lingerie, Savage X.
Yes.
She did a really good job of showcasing so many different body types and
agreed,
and different genders also. Like I know that body positivity is a huge thing for the female community, but also there are men that are body conscious, or if they felt like in their prime, which is crazy to me to even say that, in their prime, which is their younger years, they had this athletic body and whatever else, and now they have the dad bod, or they have a body that they're not too pleased with.
I like a dad bod, but you're right.
Same, me too. But why do we like dad bod?
Maybe why do we like? I don't know, because I feel like dad bod screams like he's past his fuckboy stage.
Yeah,
I don't know. It could just be like really honestly like a misconception, because like if you work out, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a fuckboy, but like I don't know, something about a dad bod just sounds like down to earth. Like he's got his shit together. He's not worried about the next man or the next woman. He's focused. And he's got his priorities together. That's kind of how I see dad bod.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a perspective thing. I know a few people who have the dad bods who aren't really in that headspace as much as they might have fallen into like a depression or something, and so it's different for them. Even though we do our best to remind them like your body's beautiful. Like I love looking at your body. I love to see it. I love to see it on or the representation of it on like lingerie sites, because a lot of men won't wear the boxers or I just don't think that it should always fall on the woman to get, sexy. Like I want to see my man in some sexy, like I want to see him in some sexy stuff. So yeah, the dad bod to me is like, okay, if I have a mom bod and you love it, why can't I love your dad bod? Come on. Like, I don't understand. And they want us.
It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure.
There you go.
I've seen that somewhere. I'm not gonna say where.
I got that on. I got that everybody one Father's Day. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But I think too, like I know the topic is body positivity, and we're gonna bring it back there. But for a lot of men nowadays are they're proclaiming their love for the fupa, or for like, like they like to grab the fupa, or I don't know if they're grabbing the fupa because there's not a boop boop.
A what?
A boop boop.
Lord.
I call it a boop boop because of the kids. So we don't say booty or butt. We call it a boop boop.
Oh, I thought you said boopa. Girl, I thought you said it's not a fupa, it's a boopa.
I mean, that might be a thing somewhere. I don't know. Might be a thing. But I've noticed a lot more people, or a lot more, not even just men, just a lot more people are, talking about fupas and how they like to grab thighs and not just ass. Everybody doesn't have an ass, but they got thighs though, or they got a fupa, or they got, they have something. Everybody that got boobs ain't got booty. Everybody that got booty ain't got boobs. There's so many different body types, and to me they're all beautiful, because the part that you want to grab is soft, right? It's the jiggly fun stuff. So, but our eyes go to the symmetry, like that. There's something about something being symmetrical that is appealing to the eye. So
yeah,
a lot of people will look at a body and be like, "Ooh, she got ass," or I don't know, he got abs. I don't know.
That's always been weird to me though.
Which part?
Like symmetry, like if somebody, when I think of symmetry, I think of equal parts.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I think of symmetry, I'm splitting something in half. And is it even on one side as it is on the other? Mm-hmm. But I guess it means like proportions as well.
Yeah, that's the word, proportionate.
So it's just like, I guess it makes sense. And I don't know. I think for men, like when they see a woman with like hips, their lower, like, what is it? Like sexual organs kind of feel something because of like their animalistic nature. Like, oh, she can bear a child. Jay and I were talking about this before. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Cause like, your natural nature as a man, I guess, I don't know, like, or your animalistic side, like when you see a woman with big hips, you're like, oh, she can bear children. That was my caveman voice, So like, I'm like, maybe that's what it is. This whole booty thing, I feel like that's relatively new. That's like the last 15, 20 years. Because before 100%. It wasn't a thing to have a big butt. It was big boobs.
It was frowned upon to have a big ass for a long time. And it was like, does this make my ass look fat? You should hope it does. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
Like the reason that some people were asking wasn't the same reason other people were asking. And now everybody wants to have a butt and hips. And it's just crazy to me. Like, as the world turns, I guess, who knows?
I'll say this, in the Black community, I don't feel like our people ever had an issue with a big booty.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's just more commercialized now. So that means the European Americans have taken a liking to it. So it's popular and it's spread amongst the other areas of the world. That's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But now we have this clean girl, clean. I don't like the term clean girl, because does that imply that everybody else is not
clean? Dirty?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
Dirty girl
But
aesthetic.
they coined the term clean girl for like the Lori Harvey look, where I think it's more of like an aesthetic as far as like clothing goes, where it's like neutral, very I don't want to say basic, but like, what is the word why don't I have words lately? It's like a very minimalistic look, but minimalistic is already a thing. So what is clean girl?
Right. Minimalistic makeup was a thing, or like barely there makeup, or like my no makeup look. Now they're just rebranding stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, nothing
that's
new under
what it
the
is.
sun. Nothing new under the sun, but she's a more petite person. So I feel like maybe that has something to do with it, because we've seen minimalistic on all shapes and sizes. We've seen like bare nudity, basic type looks on all sizes. So to say clean girl, it's like, okay, is it because she's smaller? I don't understand where that term came from.
Honestly, I think it's the colonization, and we did not mean to go here, but I honestly think it's like just colonizing shit. Like, have you seen how they're calling agua fresca spa water? Like
What?
Yes, or is I don't know if it's a Latino thing or Mexican thing where they have agua fresco, where it's like they put like, you know, different ingredients in water and it's like agua fresco. Now they're calling it spa water.
What?
So they're just rebranding shit and like colonizing shit like they've done for a long time.
Gentrifying.
Just gentrifying shit. Like that doesn't need to be like, it's already a thing. You didn't discover anything. You didn't make it new.
Kind of like the boxer braids that were really just cornrows, but Kim K called them boxer braids.
Exactly.
World. It's a crazy world we live in.
Exactly.
Well,
so go ahead. How did we get here? How did we get here?
Just flowing, you know,
from body positivity.
It's quite feminine energy, not controlling where the conversation goes, just letting it flow.
Okay.
So, and since we're on the topic of body positivity, I know that it, like we were saying, like it's more coined or pointed towards feminine people, like people who identify as female, feminine, because I guess our bodies are more exposed. Like we show more skin, we wear more form-fitting clothes, that sort of thing. I love that so many more people, like this is the one reason why I love social media, is because there's so many people that have come out of the woodworks and been like, I'm here. And there's been plenty of people that look just like me that been here, but I have this platform and I'm going to show up and represent. And so now we see all these different body types, people who have a big belly, no butt, or wide hips, no stomach. Like you just see all the different body types, and everybody looks good. And that's why I give so much respect to Rihanna with that Savage. Even her fashion shows put a fire under me. Like when I watch them, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to buy all the lingerie, because before I watched this, I was feeling like, I don't really want to wear lingerie. Maybe I'll wear like a teddy, or maybe a tank top and underwear, you know, something that is somewhat cute. But you see all these women strutting, and the men strutting in these robes and boxers and what is that piece called? Everything she got, I was like, I want that. I want that. And I don't care what ain't sucking in. Like, I don't care if I got spillage over here, it's gonna look good because I see somebody that looks like me walking in it. I see somebody
and making body type. And making it look the fuck good. Just making it look excellent too. Just owning it. Like just own. And I think that's what I've seen, like the most beautiful thing about body positivity is just like owning your body. Like it's your body, own that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's such a beautiful thing. And like, I have a friend who, she is like, I mean, we all have our insecurities, you know what I mean? So I don't want to make it seem like it's not that. But like the way she is around like her mates, she's just so free. And I'm like, damn, I could be with somebody for years and you know, sometimes it still be like, I think I want to wear a t-shirt. Like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to overexpose myself. Yeah. You know, but with her, she's curvier, you know, we a fupa gang over here, you know? And she just let it be what it is. And it is what it is. And like, no one's judging. No one's like, you know what I'm saying? Her partner is not like judging her. It just is what it is. They're accepting her and they're embracing of her because she's embracing of herself. Exactly. So it's just like, you know what? That's the energy right there. That's the motherfucking energy right there. Yep. I think that's probably one of the most beautiful things about body positivity to me. It's just owning your body. Owning your body, like owning flaws and all, that type of thing. Yeah. Especially really? Because everything's so like you were saying, like everything can be so like dictated by media, like, oh, you need to have a clean girl look and be thin and have this and have that and look this way to be healthy or look that way to be desirable. And it's just like a big fuck you to society. Yeah. It's like a big fuck off to whoever created the status quo.
And it's usually men. There's some documentary out about the creator of Victoria's Secret. Apparently it's a whole man.
I'm not surprised.
Right.
Not
like,
surprised.
While women are over here trying to like stuff ourselves in shit that doesn't fit, right? Or is uncomfortable.
Or starve ourselves.
Right. And it's like, it has nothing to do with us as much as it's us trying to appeal to somebody
the male gaze.
And it's never going to be good enough. So it starts with loving your body from yourself. Like, just stare at yourself in the mirror and look. Like, I pick myself apart. I used to pick myself apart in like a negative way, but now I like to, like, I have days where I'll just throw on lingerie and hype myself up, or I'll have days before I get in the shower, I'm staring at my body in the mirror for a long ass time.
Come on.
Looking at like the stretch marks and remembering, like, I had 3 children here, that, and my body did its job to get them here safely. Or my thighs and how these big ass legs carry me through the day. I ain't got, just being grateful for my body. I will say sometimes when my toes ain't done, I'm picking them apart. But for the most part, I'm looking at my body like, I love this body. I'm so grateful for this, but just showing gratitude to your body. And even just starting there, you start to just, I don't know if embracing your body and just being grateful for it and everything that it does for you.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't failed you. I mean, I can't say that for everybody, but it hasn't failed you as far as like nutrition goes. If you're able to walk around, if you're able to pick something up, if you're able to fit in clothes, like your body hasn't failed you as much as it might have disappointed you because you had an idea of how you wanted it to look based off of an avatar of somebody else, but that's them. So looking at yourself and then just showing gratitude, it starts to shift your mindset. Like, my body is the shit. You done been some places. You done got my whole spirit through the day from point A to point B. Whether I went on a walk or whatever, you didn't fail me. Just showing gratitude, because this is the body that you are in. And I know some people will go and have surgery done, and I'm pro-choice about everything, because what you eat don't make me shit. So whatever you want to do, that's up to you. And I know people will go and have surgery done. Good for you. Do whatever makes you feel happy, and do whatever your body look and feel its best, so that you can show it gratitude. I think that's a huge part of body positivity, is just showing yourself, showing your body positive, or giving your body positive energy, feeding it with positivity.
Yes. So. I'm right there with you. I agree with that wholeheartedly. The one thing I will say to add to that is just like you were saying, like, I'm pro-choice, your body, your choice. Absolutely. The only thing I would say with that is just being mindful of influence. Like, are you getting a surgery because so-and-so told you? Or is it, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I would just say be mindful of, because once you succumb to something like that, you'll never be satisfied. You know what I mean? Because you're constantly going outward, like, to look for a justification, I guess. And I think it's important to know why you're doing something. Like, for me, I thought about surgery personally. I'm like, would I get surgery? Would I do this? Would I do that? And it's like, yeah, I probably would have a breast lift. Thanks. Yeah, and a breast reduction. Yeah, I probably have a lift and a reduction. Yeah, I probably would, or, I might want to get my teeth fixed, or, you know what I'm saying? Just like stuff like that. Like, but why though? But why? Why do you want your teeth fixed?
It can be because you like that look, not so much that you're being influenced, but just seeing it and knowing, like, ooh, I would love to have that look. There are some things that are like trends, like the BBL. I know there's some people that get like super over the top BBLs, and there's some girls that just want like a little something, like, I just want, like, I have loose skin. Can you like take this in, because I did all the hard work to get rid of the weight and now I have this loose skin. Right. But in the process, maybe lift my butt a little bit, like there's some things that are like, how you want your body to look. Whereas there are other people who might look at celebrities or just anybody and be like, I want that because that person's getting a lot of attention and I want that attention. It's not so much attention. There's attention versus intention. What are your intentions for your body? Is it to get more attention, or is it to show yourself more love? Exactly. I think that's the main thing, is like, don't be influenced by people who got some shit done, because why did they get it done? Is it for the same reason that you're getting it done? We don't know if that person, had some work done because they've always wanted their body to look like that. And then now everybody who looks up to this, for the Kim K, everybody looks up to this person and they're like, oh, Kim K got this done, so I'm going to get this done. It's like,
and now they're getting everything taken out.
That's what I'm saying. Some things are trends. Some things are trends because because they want to follow like more of the clean girl style, or maybe they're just trying to embrace their natural bodies. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as you're doing what's making you happy and not
making you happy.
Yeah, and it's not just for attention, because if you're seeking validation and attention from people, their criticism is going to hit you like a ton of bricks. So make sure you are loving on yourself.
And then it's never going to end. So it's just like,
Exactly.
I think that too, it has to do with body positivity. It's like, regardless of what body you're in, whether it's, you know, whether you got some cosmetic surgery, whether you go, like, whether you are a gym rat, because I don't think body positivity is specifically for the big girls,
Yeah,
specifically for the
no,
plus size
for
people. I
everybody.
think body positivity is for the people who are disabled. Body positivity, like the people who don't have limbs, people who are like women who are muscular, like men who are plus size, or people who are really, really skinny, or whatever the case may be. It's like everybody should deserve to love themselves, love their bodies, despite whatever the trend says, despite whatever what so-and-so said down the street, or what your family says about you. Like, I think that part about body positivity is important to remember, because I think so often, like, when I think of body positivity, I think of my body and then the community that resonates on that side of it.
Right.
And I sometimes forget about like the other people. But like, no, skinny people have insecurities. Like, very, very thin people have insecurities. You know, there's people around here walking around here with like a missing limb, and they have insecurity. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
but sometimes
the range of it is like important to accept, embrace all of it. Like you said, like, as long as you're showing gratitude to your body and not necessarily being super destructive to it and speaking destructively to it. And you know what I mean? I think that is body positivity, because just as much as you speak grace over your body, you should give grace to your body too, by the way that you treat it.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's not always going to the gym either. That's not what that means. Sometimes it's resting. Exactly. Sometimes it's having a fucking lazy day. Sometimes it is going for a walk and going to the gym, or whatever the case may be. But that's for you and your body to decide. Not for society to tell you.
Yeah, it's really honoring the energy that what is your body telling? And that's why people say listen to your body. What is your body telling you to do? I think the two go together, like the spirit and the body go together. So if you have in your, I guess the mind too, if you have it in your mind that you want to look a certain way or do a certain thing or whatever, but your body just ain't feeling up to it, listen to your body, and then maybe convince your mind like, okay, I can't do that right now, but I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. Like, work with your body, not against it.
Yes.
There was something else I wanted to say, but I completely forgot because squirrel brain, but
squirrel. It happens.
Oh, that's what I was going to say when you were saying, like, when you think of body positivity, you think of your body type and people that are kind of like in the same realm as you. I don't think that we shouldn't beat ourselves up for that, because sometimes you can only look at things from your lens. Of course, show empathy to everybody else. So I don't know what it's like to be a size 0. So I want size 0 to love themselves. I want size 40 to love themselves. For me, I need to learn how to love me where I'm at too, though. Like, I've been all over the scale. So I'm trying to just, not even trying, I am loving myself where I'm at, whether I go up or down. And so that's where my vision is right now, because I'm on a self-love journey. I'm not going to feel bad for not speaking to the size 0s, as much as I'm just like, love you, boo. Like, I'm rooting for you too, but I'm really focused on this.
No, for sure. No, for sure. I just think, no, I agree with that, but I'm like, I just think it's important. I'm speaking on body positivity as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing too, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the thing too, like, is what you were saying something about, you know, your body and like, how you're on a self-love journey and, you know, with your body and yourself and everything. I'm just thinking, like, this is what I used to say, and I need to get back to this, because I haven't been super like pro my body and like body positivity. I've been in a different space as of late, but I think I need to get back to like remembering that this version of myself is a reflection of what I've been through, as well as where I'm going. Exactly. So it's like, this body is going to take me to the next existence, like my next space of whatever my life looks like. Exactly. And so it's like, if I don't appreciate this body, how am I going to appreciate the next body? Exactly. Whatever that is, you know what I mean? So it's like practicing that just, I guess, self-care and just like being mindful of the way we treat ourselves, you know? Yep. That type of thing. Exactly. Because this body is going to take you to your next body. Like, if your goal is to be thinner or be bigger or be whatever, or be where you're at, like, this version of you is going to take you to your next version.
And this version of you is a result of, like you said, where you're coming from.
Exactly.
It's your past that led up to the present moment. So this present moment is eventually going to be a past if you're working on any type of, body transformation type of things. But if you're not, then just making sure that you're being present and loving on yourself, even if you're not working, whether you're working on yourself or not physically, loving yourself in the moment, showing gratitude
all the while
in the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Body positivity and gratitude for the body go hand in hand, and it's part of self-care. And a lot of people are on self-care journeys right now, so I just want to make sure everybody is tapping into loving on the body and not loathing the body.
Come on.
We
loving
going
on the body and not loathing on the body.
Not loathing on it. I don't like the way I said loathing, but
loathing
is.
So I love that.
Okay, so do we want to end this here? Or you want to keep going on body positivity?
I feel like we've spoken our piece. I feel like this is a good start to the for the main course. Like this is a good, this is a nice appetizer. You guys are gonna start getting full courses. So like you're gonna get the appetizer, the meat and potatoes, or the jackfruit, and potatoes, or whatever your thing is, and then a nice little helping of dessert. So I think that's how we're gonna start structuring.
Is it dessert or is it a palate cleanser though? It's dessert. It's dessert.
I think it's gonna be whatever it need to be, but it's gonna be that end, the last part of the meal where it just leaves you remembering the meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we open up the floor for discussion. If you want to leave any comments or just write into us, whether you're listening or watching. Well, you can't see us, but whether you're on the video version or streaming the audio, please provide us with any feedback, any insight, any just commentary that you want to provide us with or share with us in regards to body positivity. And stay tuned for the next course.
Yes, ma'am.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.